All right, we're back now with Chef Tony Mammarella, and he is making some wonderful stuff for us this morning. These look phenomenal.
I hope they taste as good as they look, that's for sure.
I bet they do. They smell so good. So bring us up to speed. Look how crispy these have gotten.
So before we went to break, we took our flour tortillas and we dipped them right in the braising broth that we used. We threw them on the flat top to get them a little bit crisp. Once we got them a little crisp, we added a little bit of cheese to the centers of them. Just because it makes it a little bit better. I mean, everything's better with cheese. A little spicy, a little mild. And then we heated up, or we're heating up our braised beef, just so we can put that right on top of our tacos. We fold those up, we can fill them actually. So the nice thing about these is you can kind of customize them and make them as you want. We can add a little bit of red onion to them as we go.
Okay.
We have the ability to add some cilantro, some cabbage, whatever you enjoy in these makes it really kind of simple to work with.
Okay.
Fresh lemon, depending on if you want, or lime juice, I'm sorry, if you want to squeeze that on there. And it just makes a really interesting way to work.
And cilantro on there would bring all those flavors together if you like that sort of thing. Some people don't love cilantro.
I like cilantro, yes.
Yeah, it's
Some
wonderful.
people think it tastes like soap. I mean, that's just one way or the other. One thing I forgot to mention earlier, I actually grabbed this hatch chili lime salsa.
Okay.
And I actually put that in here as well last night.
Oh,
So it kind of got that hatch flavor a little bit as it simmered and it brought it out. It didn't make it spicy, but it made it flavorful.
Okay.
So you get a little bit of that pepper. I know hatch green chilies are in season right now. It's kind of getting towards the end of season for them, but it's still a pretty common word and phrase and things like that. But the poblanos and all those other flavors that kind of mix together work really well. So while we were gone, this rice literally got mixed together and just kind of worked to where we just have a
I could just eat that.
Rice.
I mean, that looks amazing.
Me too. I love rice. I eat it more than I should. But
I'm
it's
with
just
ya.
kind of what we...
Well, there's so many ways that you can do rice.
Right.
So many different
I love
flavors.
it. I think it's so simple to work with. And you can see, as you know, I like my flat top and we work predominantly with it. I want to be able to cook everything I'm doing on one particular spot because it just makes it easier.
Oh, yeah.
If you're out camping
Makes
and
cleanup
cooking,
easier, makes everything easier.
I'm not in the kitchen, I'm not in the camper working and all those types of things. So we have these.
That looks
They
so
work
good.
really simple. We can open them up and add stuff to them if we want to.
Right.
We can add stuff to them on top if we want to. Traditionally with these, they're actually served with consomme or au jus.
Look
And
at that.
that consomme
Beautiful
is
plate.
literally the broth that we braise them in. And it's tradition to dip those in that broth and eat them kind of like a Spanish-style French dip.
Right.
Nice.
So it gives us a little bit of different texture, a little bit different consistency, and it's really just a different fun flavor to play with. It's really about quickness and how fast you can feed people.
Right.
We can put these on here as fast as we can make them and feed 10 or 15 people in 10 or 15 minutes.
Well, and the way that you did the meat in the crock pot, and you really don't need that much meat in order to, you've got so many other things kind of happening in here too.
And it makes a pretty good sized taco.
Right.
One or two of them with whatever else you're making makes a pretty consistent meal for whoever's doing it or whatever they're working on. Some other things that you can add with it, and I always like to be consistent with what I'm doing. I like to have things that I can do for other things. So I found a Mexican style dip on there, and that dip works really well inside those tacos. There's a little bit of cream and different flavor.
Oh, nice.
But it's also something that you can sit around with nachos at the end of the night and still use.
Instead of a
nachos.
sour cream, go with that Mexican dip.
You've got, this is a great line that you guys carry too. You've got a few different products in this one, and it is yummy stuff.
It's just simple. Everything about tailgating should be fun, and it should be things that you can do without having to work your entire vacation, your entire trip. So.
And you always do that with your containers that you can easily throw away.
Disposable, Ziploc
bags, throw it in, throw it out. And you said too, take advantage of some of those canned items that mix those flavors already.
Exactly, everything's already in that can. It's already got the seasonings and the peppers and the onions and all the flavors that you would want that are that Spanish style. They've already done the hard work for you. I love to cook, I love to scratch cook, but at the same time I like to enjoy my family and relax and have a good time. And things like that are fantastic for this situation where we're going to mix them together and have a few things with it. If the rice gets a tiny bit dry on the grill, you have that consomme broth again. We just add it to it. It's just putting more flavors on top of all that stuff that we're doing. It makes it pretty easy to work with.
And it looks like, is this some of the juice that you were talking about? The little French dip? Doesn't that look nice?
It looks really good. Yeah.
Right out of the pot. All we have to do is ladle it into a container and we're ready to go.
Now, if you didn't have the fast rice, and say you just had some minute rice or something like that, could you actually cook it in that juice? And
You could add it right in the juice.
Yeah.
It would swell up a little bit.
Yeah.
And it would be incredibly flavorful.
Yes, it would be.
It may be a little too flavorful. We may have to tone it down just a touch. But it's super simple. And I mean, there's probably 50 types of ready rice on the shelf nowadays. everything from the Spanish aisle to the Asian aisle to the regular aisles, and it's just a simple way to have a good time and not work too hard on doing it.
And they've got that cilantro lime too. It's already done for you. Pop it in the microwave.
I had both of them in my hand, the yellow rice and the cilantro lime.
Okay.
And I decided to go yellow rice today because yellow rice and beans is a little more traditional for me.
yeah.
So.
It's very flavorful too.
So it's a little bit different.
What are the next couple days going to be like for you, Chef?
Sideways and crazy.
Just the way you like it.
I love it. I enjoy it the best we can. We have Fan Zone up here. They're going to do an eating contest at some point in time with Kevin. We have hospitality that we do and in our suite, and it's just a good time.
Of course, food brings people together, doesn't it?
It does. It makes everything that we do a whole lot easier to work with.
When you walk through the campgrounds and you check out some of the things that are going on griddles and things, do you get a lot of inspiration from that?
I do.
Yeah.
I love to find out what people do or what local people do or just people from different parts of the country. Fortunately, with BMS, there's people here from everywhere.
Yes.
And you get to see all sorts of different walks of life. How do they cook in Michigan? How do they cook in Cleveland? How do they cook in Indianapolis? Whatever it is, because they bring their flavors here, just like I bring my stuff wherever I go.
And they bring their A game, don't they?
They do. There's some pretty crazy
rice
stuff.
Rice and beans is delicious.
And
the flavors in there. And can I give this a try?
Yes, ma'am. I hope so.
I'm
Go
excited.
ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, Tony.
It's pretty good, right?
I'm going to try the rice here.
That meat is fall apart tender. I mean, literally, as I was trying to pick it up this morning, it was falling back in the pot. I couldn't even hold on to it. It was good.
And I love the crispy shell.
It's
Isn't
just
that yummy?
different.
Oh, you just tried the rice and
I
beans?
just tried the rice, and I could
Wait
just make a
till you
meal
try
off that rice and beans. Yes.
So good. Chef, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
That is delicious.
You always do a bang-up job, and we appreciate it. Thanks so
Got to
much.
try this at home, folks. You've got to try it. I'm going to post his recipe online on our website later.